play those stupid games with me, I'll knock your teeth out of your face.
Domestic violence sounds like this.
You act like a in front of the kids.
And it looks like this.
I was in a 24-year abusive relationship with my husband, and eventually I escaped with my children.
Susan Still has shared her story of survival on ABC's 2020, where she shows the video her son was forced to take while her husband, their father, beat her into submission.
And this got to do with somebody at work.
It does not. I don't have anyone.
Her husband received the longest sentence ever given in New York State of 36 years for domestic violence perpetrated on a person who survived. Susan travels the country speaking on domestic violence and how it can come in many different forms.
There is financial abuse, there is intimidation, there is verbal abuse, there is a lot of different types of abuse. So it's not necessarily always physical, and yet it's still an abusive relationship.
The Marion County Sheriff's Office responded to over 2,000 cases of domestic violence in 2013 alone. 7 out of 14 homicides in Marion County last year were a result of domestic violence. Sheriff Chris Blair and his family know firsthand what kind of devastation domestic violence can bring.
I lost a sister many years ago to domestic violence. She was actually killed by her husband, and also he in turn killed himself.
Sheriff Blair understands that for victims, getting away is not easy. It takes a victim, on average, 7 tries to get away from their abuser.
It's an impact on their families. They got their children. There's a lot of things that can be held over their heads, so therefore if they don't report it, they're scared to report it.
But there is a way out. Sheriff Blair partnered with Ocala Police Chief Greg Graham, Denellen Police Chief Joanne Black, and Bellevue Police Chief Lee Strickland, and dedicated patrol vehicles to domestic violence. These community leaders supported the Walk of Hope and the Night of Hope in honor of survivors and victims. It is our goal that every victim knows that help is out there.
Sometimes it's so difficult for a woman to step out and report it. And I think what we need to do is encourage people around them, their family members, their friends, to report domestic violence on behalf of them.
Being a victim of domestic violence will follow Susan for the rest of her life. But if she can reach another victim and show them a way out of their situation, it's worth reliving her past for many brighter futures.
It helps the next family. It helps the next victim be able to, sever that relationship and be able to build a really good life, because there is really good life after abusive relationships. You can rebuild and you can have a good life.